Welcome to Mark&Kim Unlimited, where curiosity knows no bounds.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Kim. Join us in a journey through the human experience.
From heartfelt moments to life lessons, we will navigate it all together.
Get ready for inspiring stories and a celebration of life.
Welcome to Mark&Kim Unlimited.
Hello and welcome to our very first episode of Mark&Kim Unlimited.
Yeah.
So Mark and I actually has been contemplating on starting a podcast. I don't know, we just feel like we just want to talk about anything.
Right.
Because sometimes we have things we want to talk about that we believe we can document. So here we are. So I think in our first episode, we just wanted to just let you guys know who we are, what we're doing, where we're here, who are we?
So we are an expat, Filipino expat here in Malaysia, and we've been here for 10 years already. We just recently married.
Yay! So Mark and I are together since 2011. So that's like 13 years as we record this podcast. And we only just recently got married last December because of legal reasons.
Yeah.
And if you know us, then you know. But if not, then you will know. We have a YouTube channel. It's called Mark&Kim TV. You can search that. We can put that on the show notes. Finally, we can say that. And we are working here in Malaysia for 10 years now. And other than that, we are also into, well, of course, we are in BPOs. We are in digital marketing. We are in sales. We're everywhere. So I think this podcast is going to cover the life of the people that we met here,
right?
Our own experiences about relationships,
about topics that are actually
controversial.
Maybe,
who knows?
We will try to talk about it.
Yeah,
if it would require us.
Yeah. So anyway, this probably would be our first time having a podcast, but we are not new in podcast world because we ourselves are podcast managers. So we are actually doing some podcast editing. We do have a few clients. Some are big, some are starting up, others are pretty much established.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course, that's the thing. We have, I think it's time for us to have something like this to document our thoughts.
Right. And I guess those clients that we have inspired us as well to do this podcast, to voice what's in our mind, and also to discuss those kind of topics that are relevant to this society.
And they also asked us to be a guest on their podcast, but then pretty much we don't really say yes right away because we don't have the experience yet and how it's like to be on the other side of the podcast world, because we're just always in behind the scene. We're the one editing the podcast, making it better, make it like whatever. So I think having our own podcast will make us feel how it's like to be on the other side.
Yep.
And probably make us more confident in doing this. So, I mean, we've been vlogging for 3 years now.
Yep. But not consistent.
But not consistently. And we do have a few subscribers, which we're very thankful because we have reached more than 1,000. That's a lot of people still, even though compared to big YouTubers, which are millions. But we're pretty much happy about that. So, I mean, but doing podcasts probably is kind of different. It is really different. So, yeah.
All right. So, I am Mark. I was born in the Philippines, in Bacolod, and I'm the eldest. Yeah, I'm the eldest.
That's it. Okay. I think this is going to be like a more getting to know us kind of video, kind of podcast, but at the same time video because we're putting it in our YouTube channel
as well.
We never really created a video about ourselves, really, right? When we started our YouTube, we didn't really say much about ourselves.
I guess there are a bit of hesitation about it, but I guess
because I mean, first of all, because we were not really open. About it. Not that we're not open, but we didn't really think that it's necessary to say that, right? Like some people. It's like giving people an access in a part of our lives, but not entirely.
Yeah, not to the extent that the entire life.
Yeah. So, well, I am also from Bacolod City. That's where Mark and I met.
Yep.
We met in one of the companies that we worked for in 2011, a company that I actually wasn't really considering staying. I did not expect that I will be staying longer there. I think that's what I'm trying to say. That's where I met Mark.
Yeah.
That's in Bacolod City. So pretty much my entire family is there.
Same.
I'm also the eldest. And
We're breadwinners of the families.
yeah, and I think we already won. So Mark and I has the same experience, how to, we went through hard times as well when we were young. When we met, we went through hardships together as well. So I think one of the goal of this podcast as well at the same time video is to
inspire
other people, also inspire other people, especially in the LGBT, especially in the rainbow community. I mean, I don't really want to be honestly part of any community because nowadays, that's why nowadays it's pretty difficult to, like, as a trans person, I may have a different views and a different perspective than the rest of the community, and it's pretty scary nowadays because what's happening is that if you have a different view, they might outcast you, and so that's why it's not that I'm putting myself outside of that rainbow, because if you want to add me there, then okay, but not really feeling it, because for me that's not really who I am. It's part of myself, my identity, but that's not entirely it. I'm a person, right? I'm a human being with a unique experience, I would say. But I mean, I guess Mark and I wanted to have this podcast so that people can hear that, we are a normal couple, we do normal things together.
Right.
We think normal as well.
Yep.
We maybe have weird ideas, perspective that is not always, how to say, common in Filipino mindset, like how we view certain things. Well,
certain belief.
Yeah. Yes. So
I guess we are a generation of Filipinos that's very open-minded and
very, very open. Like not just open, but very, very open.
Yeah,
So,
very open. We voice out what's in our mind.
Yeah.
And we try to be realistic, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point that we are optimistic, but as the world, is more on what's really happening, we can be optimistic, but we rely more on being a realist. Right. But we're still positive people.
Yep. So this first episode is more into an introduction about us and about this podcast. So again, it's Mark and Kim Unlimited. That means that we will talk about anything under the sun.
There will be a lot of stories that Mark and I will be sharing, work-wise, how our experience here in Malaysia. Remember the things that we went through, how we actually started here, and where we came from. We really came from a very, very humble beginning. We're still humble now, but with more experience,
right,
and more
limitations or boundaries.
Yeah.
Right.
But don't get us wrong. We are very generous, especially to the people who deserve such generosity.
Right.
Right. We do have limited friends, and we are happy to say that we have limited friends because we know that they are true. There was a point in our life that we have a lot, but most of them are not really genuine friends.
Right.
So, Mark and I went through a lot, honestly, so we will not be where we are right now, I guess, maturely as experienced as we are, if we haven't gone through difficulties and embarrassing experiences.
Yeah, and struggles.
And struggles as well.
Yeah.
So I hope that you guys are excited as we are. We try to make this every week.
Mm-hmm. But no promises.
Okay. But we will really try our best to make it every week, to record this podcast video. And We also plan to have some guests. So people that we know, people with stories to share.
Right. People that are interested to be part of this podcast. So yeah, we open our doors for that. Just reach out.
Yes. And so I think that being said, this is going to be the end of this
Episode.
It's
funny.
And we will see you on the next one. Thank you for listening.
Bye. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode and found it valuable, consider subscribing, leaving a review, or connecting with us on social media. Until next time, this is Mark and Kim Unlimited.